Back to the Seattle Seahawks Realistic Connected Franchise Mode. I'm JJ Domination, and today we are going to be facing the Green Bay Packers on Thursday Night Football. And you know what that means? We got the Color Rush uniforms on. That's right. The Packers will be rocking their all-white Color Rush uniforms, and we're going to be wearing the all-neon green uniforms. So feast your eyes on this contrast of color. In the land of the 12, CenturyLink Field. This will be the first time the Packers have played in Seattle since their 2014 NFC Championship matchup, and this should be very interesting. Both teams, of course, extremely different from that day, but a lot of familiar faces in the matchup. With the injury to Earl Thomas earlier on, it's going to be tough. Earl Thomas is still expected to miss 3 more weeks. The quarterbacks will be facing Aaron Rodgers, Cam Newton, and Jimmy Garoppolo. And as you can see right here, we sit on top of the NFC. It's a battle between really everyone. It's not over until it's over. And you see Mike McCarthy talking to Aaron Rodgers there. Kind of unrealistic, but okay. And it looks like Mason Crosby is getting ready to tee it off to the Seattle Seahawks, which I have no idea why we were playing in sim. But yeah, that happened. So we were in sim for the first play. I didn't even know that. Wow. Very interesting start to this one. Russell Wilson gonna come out in his 2 tight end set. Ed Dixon in motion. First down, Rashad Penny is going to run the football, and he is going to get back to the line of scrimmage, brought down by Kevin King and Mike Daniels. Kevin King, of course, played his college football at Washington, the University of Washington, so he's very familiar with the Seattle territory. It's almost like a homecoming for him in a way. The same 2 tight end set right here this time. Dixon and Vanett switch sides. Wilson gonna throw it right there to Doug Baldwin. Very interesting matchup, of course, with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Rodgers and the Packers. The Packers sit at 5-4 like we saw in the playoff picture. And you're probably asking yourself, why are they 5-4? There's actually a lot of reason. They're playing good football. They're top 10 on offense and defense. But they don't get quarterback pressures, and they don't get takeaways, and that is very vital to their success, as you can tell by the 5-4 record. But in today's game, it could be a different story, but Tyler Lockett is going to get open across the middle of the field, and Tyler Lockett, who is in a contract year, is trying to make the most of his opportunities. 38 yards for Tyler Lockett. Jake Ryan was trying to cover him, and Josh Jones was late to the party. And there's Brandon Marshall. Marshall gets away from 3 defenders, but he brought down right there by Nick Perry, who enters this game with only 2 sacks on the season. And Chris Carson is on the field. That's right, we got a Chris Carson sighting. And Carson, he meets a brick wall by the name of Kenny Clark. Kenny Clark, of course, having another good season. He has 3 sacks, a lot of tackles for losses. He is going to be a huge factor up the middle, going up against Justin Britt, one of our better offensive linemen. 2nd and 7. Baldwin, touchdown, working against Kevin King. Well, the Seattle Seahawks offense just made it look easy, didn't they? And they're all out here eating right before Thanksgiving. And that is what Seattle does right there, taking advantage of a mismatch. You got Doug Baldwin, who's so crisp on his route running, and Kevin King, who's a long, lengthy corner who can use that size to keep up. But when you have a route runner like Doug Baldwin, it's kind of difficult to stay afloat. And Sebastian Janikowski's going to drill the extra point down the middle. Seattle quick to respond. Responding, of course, to their own crowd noise, home with the 12th man. Aaron Rodgers, the last time he won a game in Seattle, it was 2008. So, 10 years ago. As Dez Bryant, yeah, you heard that right, Dez Bryant takes a knee in the end zone for the Green Bay Packers. Like we said, no Earl Thomas. It'll be Bradley McDougald and Mo Alexander. Aaron Jones going to go ahead and get this carry right here on 1st and 10. Makes a man miss, but he runs right into Justin Coleman. Coleman has been playing some pretty solid football this year. Gotta say. Jones with a carry of 1 right there. Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant, of course, Devontae Adams, all-pro receivers right there. Jamal Williams going to get the carry, and he just takes it up the gut, but there is a flag. This one could be coming back. And it's going to be an illegal block in the back by fullback Shane Smith, the new pickup for the Green Bay Packers at fullback, an undrafted free agent. Same 3 receivers out there. It's Randall, Cobb, Adams, and Bryant. Cobb going to motion into the slot. Rodgers, he's got a couple of routes, and he's just going to throw it away. 2 drag routes, and he decides to throw it away. 3rd down and 10. If you're Aaron Rodgers, you got to get a play going. Unfortunately for Seattle, they have not been consistent in getting pressure. They have games where they can, but just not consistent enough. We'll see what they do on 3rd down. Rodgers elects to throw a quick pass, well defended by Mo Alexander, going up against Randall Cobb right there in the flat. Very good coverage right there by the strong safety, who of course came into the year filling in for Cam Chancellor, who retired with the broken neck. Or not a broken neck, but a lot like a severe neck injury. Lockett going to get to the 31. A 14-yard return right there from Tyler Lockett. And now Russell Wilson and company, you got to take advantage of this opportunity. You can make this a 2-score game, like right now. A big opportunity for Russell Wilson and company. And here's Brandon Marshall going to truck his way forward. Blake Martinez brings him down for a gain of 12. And Russell Wilson is on fire. 5 for 5 for 84 yards for Russell Wilson. Brought down by Blake Martinez. Couple of adjustments being made, and they're going to give the football to J.D. McKissic. McKissic going up against Clinton Dix, and he's going to be brought down for a gain of about 9. So 2nd and inches right here. Baldwin going up against Kevin King. Lockett going to see some of Jair Alexander. 2nd and inches. Wilson across the middle to Ed Dixon. He is brought down by a host of Packer players. I think that was Clinton Dix and Marwin Evans in on the stop, and Russell Wilson already with 100 passing yards to start the game. Statistical guys be like, he's on pace to get 400. But we're not worried about that right now. J.D. McKissic brushes off a tackle, and he is brought down by Clinton Dix. Blake Martinez had him in the backfield for a loss of 2. McKissic keeps going. Jake Ryan can't bring him down, and it's Clinton Dix that finishes up the play. J.D. McKissic, of course, he spent a portion of the year injured. He's been a very key player to this team, and now he is integrated back into the lineup. Baldwin, zig route, catches it, runs into a brick wall. Kevin King and Kentrell Bryce there to bring him down. And that's Baldwin's 3rd catch. He hasn't been targeted like a number 1 receiver this year, but when he gets going, he gets going. He's arguably one of the best in the game. Russell Wilson. Oh, and the same route, and Kevin King almost picks it off. They tried to get him with the same zig route. Kevin King was ready for it. You know, it doesn't hurt to be unpredictable. 3rd and 1. They stuff the middle. Rashad Penny goes outside. Touchdown. And he's going to hit him with the Fortnite dances. But look right here, everyone collapses down in the middle, and Rashad Penny just runs it in between Tyler Lockett and Doug Baldwin. And Clinton Dix has to come back across the field to make the tackle, along with Josh Jones. So just like that, Seattle is extending this lead very quickly. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And now Aaron Rodgers down 14-0. How is this team going to respond? How's the offense going to respond for Green Bay? Dez Bryant going to have to take another knee. That's a 6-yard kick. Or not a 6-yard kick, but 6 yards deep into the end zone. I wouldn't bring that one out if I'm Dez. Two tight ends, two receivers. Jamal Williams, the back. And they're going to give it to him. He had a good run earlier, and he's powering his way up for about 5. He did have the good run, but of course, they got called back for a penalty, which really saved Green Bay. Saved Seattle in terms of the drive. 2nd and 5 right here. Aaron Jones has entered the game. Everyone creeping up in the box on Green Bay. They throw it across the middle to Jimmy Graham, and he catches it, a former Seahawk in his own right. Jimmy Graham, he spent a few years here with Seattle. Didn't really reach his full potential in terms of what he was capable of in New Orleans. We'll see if Aaron Rodgers can bring it out of him here in Green Bay. I formation, Cobb, the motion man. And Dez Bryant just taking advantage of the right side of the field. Must have been a traffic jam over there on defense. Seattle, not the greatest man coverage team. They typically do run a lot of cover 3. And the first quarter is going to end on a 14-0 lead for the Seattle Seahawks. The Packers are driving, though. This is the first play in enemy territory for Green Bay, so we'll see what they can do here. And it's a fake to Aaron Jones. Screen pass to Randall Cobb. And he is brought down by Justin Coleman. Randall Cobb, of course, in a contract year. This is his last year on his deal. He's making about $8 million this year, and we'll see if the Packers bring him back. He is 27. And Jamal Williams gets met initially by Bradley McDougald. He's brought down right there by KJ Wright. Or my fault, Barkevius Mingo, and Frank Clark was also in there. 3rd and 2. And everybody is coming up in the box. And Jamal Williams is met by Barkevius Mingo again. So Jamal Williams had one run for 5 yards, and the next 2 runs get -1. Mason Crosby on to attempt a 52-yard field goal. We'll see what happens here. Crosby, kick is up, and it barely gets in there. He had just enough leg to get it over the crossbar. Crosby, a pretty shaky year with field goals in real life and in the game. He's missed 4 field goals in the game as well. Rashad Penny gonna bring it out. He's gonna get about 26 yards right here, or 24 I should say on average, but gets to the 26-yard line. So Russell Wilson, 2 drives for the Seahawks, 2 scores. Can they go 3 for 3? Can they three-peat? And J.D. McKissick gives them a nice 5 or 6 yard run. The run game has been effective too. They're not just throwing it on Green Bay, they're running it pretty well too. Green Bay typically a bend but don't break type of defense. I think we're starting to see the cracks in Green Bay. And Baldwin just 4 catches already for 37 yards. I mean, it's not crazy yardage, but he's finding ways to get open on these short to intermediate routes. And it's been paying dividends. And a pick by Russell Wilson. Josh Jones. This is what they needed. Josh Jones. Just playing the flat. That was a bait. That was baited by Josh Jones. And all of a sudden, the Packers are only down by 4. Well, Russell Wilson, remember, you threw a pass kind of like that earlier to Doug Baldwin. Yeah, remember, he already threw a pass like that earlier, and Kevin King almost had the interception. Josh Jones comes down, and he's able to make the play. Jones, a former second-round pick from NC State, the hybrid safety slash linebacker. And Rashad Penny gets to the 24-yard line. Russell Wilson now, I mean, you gotta be careful, dude. You can't just throw all these passes, dude. You gotta be careful. And across the middle of the field is Tyler Lockett. So Russell Wilson, that was his 8th interception on the season. We're about 10 games in, so averaging under an interception a game. Tackled by Marwin Evans, of course. Wilson, it's been one of those years for him where he looks really good, but he makes a lot of dumb throws. And Jake Ryan able to eat up right there, only giving up a yard to Rashad Penny. Russell Wilson very hard on himself, though. He wants to be the best, and he feels like the only thing that's stopping him, well, is himself. And the same pass basically we saw earlier to Tyler Lockett, and he is gonna take it all the way into the end zone. So Russell Wilson, how do you respond to throwing a pick six? Well, let's come out here, spend about 3 or 4 plays, and let's throw a quick touchdown to Tyler Lockett. It has been one of those days for Seattle. Russell Wilson throws a pick six. His response, let's throw a deep pass to Tyler Lockett. And Sebastian Janikowski has it teed up, and we are going to continue the play, of course. Janikowski kicking it deep. Marquez Valdes-Scantling back in the end zone, has a chance to return it. He takes a knee. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, the 5th-round pick out of the University of South Florida, former track star in high school. Obviously, doesn't get a lot of playing time, but he's one of those rookies that could come up big for Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers in the pistol formation. He's going to throw a quick pass to Jimmy Graham. Gain of 5. That's Graham's 2nd catch on the day. Second and 5 right here. Rodgers under center. Fullback enters the game. Jamal Williams. Fumble. And Barkevious Mingo picks it up. Booth review. I was about to say I'm not 100% sure that was a fumble, but we do have to take a look at it. The ball looks like it comes out on impact. Yeah, you see the knee comes down, the forearm hits. There's some significant evidence to overturn the call. And that's exactly what they're going to do. So it's just a loss of 2 for Jamal Williams. Now Aaron Jones enters the game. And Jones, he's going to pick it up. KJ Wright wasn't fast enough. He couldn't get there quick enough. Aaron Jones picking up about 9 right there. And there's Aaron Rodgers, you know, just checking it down, going through your progressions. You don't have to continuously make big plays. And Rodgers, he's going to throw it to Graham again. That's his 3rd catch. And similar to what Seattle's been doing with Doug Baldwin, Rodgers is doing the same with Jimmy Graham. Just getting him the ball any way he can. Rodgers Three-step drop. Cobb catches it. I think it's enough for a first. Yes, it is. They're going to move the chains. Graham lined up kind of as an H-back. Jones takes the contact, and we are at the 2-minute warning. Jones right there with a 1-yard carry. Rodgers gonna throw it to Aaron Jones again. Big hit by Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are showing blitz. They back off. And Des Bryant comes down with it. Dante Johnson, the inexperienced corner, going up against Des Bryant right there. That was a beautiful fade route. Executed to perfection right there by Rodgers and Des Bryant. They're in the red zone. Can they score a touchdown? That's the big question. Did Des get both feet in? They're going to say no. Pretty close right there. You just couldn't drag the toes. Rodgers. He's going to throw it again. Back corner of the end zone, and Dante Johnson bats it away from Devontae Adams. Johnson, of course, who gave up the 30-plus yard route to Des Bryant. He's trying to make up for it now. He has to. 3rd and 10. Rodgers. Oh, and Bradley McDougald had a chance to pick it. It hits him right in the helmet. McDougald had an opportunity to pick the ball off, potentially hold these guys to no points, but they're going to give up 3 anyway. Seattle with 1 minute and 11 seconds to try to come down the field and score before halftime. Remember, Green Bay gets the ball at the second half. So Seattle's got to come out here and put some sort of points on the board so that way they can have some momentum heading into halftime. Well, they're going to come out in a 5-wide set. That also works. And Dixon running up the middle of the field. And Russell Wilson just carving these guys up. And Russell Wilson gonna go ahead and slide right there. Of course, Wilson sees the fact that they have 3 timeouts, but they want to run another play. And almost picked off again. That time it was Marwin Evans. And Russell Wilson is just... He's just assuming it's going to be open. You can't make assumptions like that. And Rashad Penny. Did he get out of bounds? No, he didn't. Seattle has to take the timeout. 1st down and 10. This is Sebastian Janikowski range. But I think they're going to elect to continuously run some plays before they just decide to go for the big play. Or they're going to run some plays before they decide to kick the field goal, I should say. And Russell Wilson. He's going to throw it quickly to Tyler Lockett, and he's going to get out of bounds. Lockett, nice 1st down catch right there for him. And he's having himself a day. And Rashad Penny right there, just a nice little Nice little check down pass right there. 8 yards for Russell Wilson on the play to Rashad Penny. And Tyler Lockett tried to make a sick catch right there, just wasn't able to. 3rd and 2 now. You're going to have to run one more play before deciding to take 3. And Russell Wilson. Oh, it's a fumble. And they're going to take the timeout right now. Russell Wilson fumbling. Luckily for him, Doug Baldwin fell right on it. And it's 24-13 entering halftime. Seattle has been able to score the football pretty well. Green Bay starting to generate some momentum. 2 field goals offensively, though. Not what you want to see if you're Green Bay. No pressure really by either side today. No sacks in the first half. Aaron Rodgers and company coming back out. On offense, they have 6 points. It's on defense, man. The pick 6 by Josh Jones really did a number on this team. And Rodgers, he hikes it. He's going to throw it to Jimmy Graham. Tough catch over Bobby Wagner. That was a contested one. 9 yards for Jimmy Graham. And Aaron Rodgers starting to trust Jimmy Graham a little bit more as the season goes on. It's what you want to see. Rodgers in the pistol formation. It's a play-action play. Rodgers, he goes across the middle to Randall Cobb. Wagner didn't play deep enough, so he couldn't make a play. And for Randall Cobb now, that is 5,000 career receiving yards. What an accomplishment. Congratulations to him. And this is a stacked box right here for Aaron Rodgers. What's he going to elect to do? It's play action. And he takes a big hit by Barkevious Mingo. What did we just say earlier? Neither side has a sack. Barkevious Mingo bringing the pressure. That's his 8th sack of the season. And the first sack in the game by either side. Second down and 17. Rodgers in the shotgun formation. Graham lined up as an H-back. Rodgers going to throw it quickly to Aaron Jones. Makes a man miss. Brought down out of bounds by Dante Johnson. It is now 3rd and 12 for the Green Bay Packers. And Rodgers, he's trying to run around and make a play, and he's met by Jaron Reed. And 2 sacks on this drive for Seattle defensively. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. J.K. Scott, nice punt. However, it does take a bounce into the end zone. Jaron Reed getting his 3rd sack of the season. More of a run-stopping defensive tackle, but hey, man, it doesn't matter. You know, just make the play. Russell Wilson coming back out here. He's going to throw a quick pass to Ed Dixon. A lot of momentum behind it. He had to come back and get it. Only gets 4 yards right there. If Ed Dixon would have just stayed in the spot, I mean, that's a first down. Could be the mistake of the drive. And there's J.D. McKissick. He's going to be brought down by Nick Perry, a gain of 3. And Seattle, who used to run the football a lot, they haven't ran it as much in this game. They've been effective doing it, but they haven't resorted to running the football like they used to in recent weeks. And Doug Baldwin, that's a tough catch, and it's broken up by Clinton Dix. And what are they going to do? Are they going to go for it, or are they going to punt it? They eventually decide to punt it. And Michael Dixon off to kick it away. Cobb is down there at the 15-yard line. He's going to get it. Brought down to the 25 by Dante Johnson, who has been trying to do whatever it takes to make up for the catch he gave up to Des Bryant earlier. Of course, Byron Maxwell was benched for Dante Johnson due to the lack of consistency. Dante at least trying to get back into the groove of things. Aaron Rodgers just gets it off to Des Bryant. Aaron Rodgers got hit on the play by Nazir Jones. If he throws it a half a second later, that's a sack. Des Bryant now up to 71 yards on 3 receptions. Rodgers, he's going to go ahead and hike it. He's got a couple of quick routes, and Barkevius Mingo almost had an interception. When you have a chance to pick off Aaron Rodgers, you just have to make the play. You have to. And right here, Rodgers, empty backfield. He's going to have 4 guys rushing him. Let's see if he can get the ball off quickly. Yes, he does. Cobb makes a man miss. I think he gets the first down. Nope, it's going to be 3rd and inches. The ref is actually going to mark him short. And this could get very interesting. We've seen a couple of stops today. And Jamal Williams, he's going to get the ball, and I think he just gets enough. Yes, he does. They're going to give him the first down. And now Aaron Rodgers, they have a drive going. 3 receivers. It's going to be a weak formation right here. Rodgers, quick drop. Adams, sideline catch. It's been a tough day for Dante Johnson, man. You're basically asking a special teams guy to come out here and cover a #1 receiver. You know, he's been matched up against Dez. He finally got a taste of what, you know, Devontae Adams can do, and he's in the slot right here going up against Des Bryant. And Aaron Rodgers gets absolutely boomed by KJ Wright. That's the 3rd sack for the Seattle Seahawks in this game, and Pete Carroll has been aggressive. He's starting to bring an extra guy to get to Aaron Rodgers. 2nd and 18. A quick draw play to Aaron Jones, but he's brought down quickly by Frank Clark and Jaron Reed. Frank Clark, of course, the defensive captain of this team, along with Bobby Wagner. 3rd and 19 now for Rodgers. And that's a quick pass to Geronimo Allison. He's brought down by Bradley McDougald. It was 3rd and 19. They get 23. Beautiful pass right there, and now Aaron Rodgers is in that pistol formation again. He's going to motion Des Bryant to the other side. I think he likes the matchup. He sees what it is. They're going to call a run play. Bradley McDougald able to clean up the run by Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams with 3 rushing yards. Aaron Jones with 1 rushing yard. It has not been an effective day running the football. Rodgers tried to get him off sides. It doesn't work. Devontae Adams underneath. He's brought down by Justin Coleman, the nickel corner, who has played on the outside because of the benching of Byron Maxwell. Now he's back in the slot against Des Bryant. Of course, it's 3rd and 1. Williams, he's going to get about 2 yards right there. He's brought down by Frank Clark. And now we are in the 4th quarter, just like that. So let's see what happens here. 1st and 10 at the 14 of Seattle's. Aaron Jones is in the game. They're just going to give it to him. And he's brought down by Nazir Jones. And Aaron Jones has an injury. He looks like he's grabbing that left shoulder. That is not a good look for Green Bay right there. Because your other running back, it's not like he's been doing much of anything. So Jamal Williams checks into the game. They entered the game with Jamal Williams being the only other healthy running back, I believe. And Jamal Williams brought down by Mo Alexander. Takeaways, Seattle ranks 3rd in the league in takeaways. They have none today. It's been a very tough year. Even though they're top 3, you wouldn't think so. And Aaron Rodgers just has to throw it away. McDougal did a great job shadowing the receiver and getting the underneath route by Shane Smith, the fullback. And now Crosby is going to trot out there for a field goal. It'll be the 3rd one for Crosby if he makes this. And we got ourselves an 8-point game here in Seattle. And right here, 24-16. Crosby's going to kick it off. Rashad Penny has to bring it out right now. And Penny is going to do exactly that. He's just going to bring it out. First down and 10 right here for Seattle. Russell Wilson, he's just going to hand it off to J.D. McKissick. He's going to power ahead for about 11 yards. Total defense, the Packers are 10th. Today they've allowed a lot of yardage by the Seattle Seahawks. The Packers entered this game, like we said, on total defense. That means yards given up. They're pretty good, but not in this game. And Will Dissly with the catch right there. Dissly, who, you know, at one point was the backup tight end. Now he's the 3rd string. And as you saw right there on the bottom of your screen, it said Green Bay, in terms of getting sacks this season, they're 8th. They're 8th, but they have none today to show for. And Ed Dixon, nice little pitch and catch right there by them. They were focused on that wheel route right there. And Seattle in the passing offense, they don't get a whole lot of yards because the run game really sets up what they like to do. And right here it's 2nd and 2. Let's see what the play is going to be. And J.D. McKissick going to lose a couple right there. It's 3rd and 3. And there is Mike Daniels in on the stop. McKissick is going to motion out. And Russell Wilson brushes off the sack, and he's gone. He's just going to take off. And he gets out of bounds. I mean, that was a full-on blitz that he just somehow brushed off. I mean, I believe it was Clay Matthews that tried to wrap him up, and, well, he wasn't having it. It just didn't work. Better luck next time. And Dissly going to catch the football right there, and that is his 2nd catch of the football game. Dissly at one point was the starter, then the emergence of Nick Vannett kind of took away some of his touches. And then Ed Dixon, who has basically been the starter except for a few games due to lack of consistency. Russell Wilson going to throw it to Ed Dixon. And Dixon is now hurt. He charged ahead at Jake Ryan for a gain of 9, and he's grabbing that elbow. Not a good sign right there for Seahawk fans. First down and 10 at the 15-yard line. Dissly is now going to check in for good. Unless, you know, the injury is okay. And Russell Wilson, what was he throwing that one to? It's like he tried to throw it, and then he tried to pull it back at the same time, so that just came out wrong. And Chris Carson has entered the game, and he just gets past all the traffic, and he gets about 4 yards right there. And Ed Dixon, yes, it's a dislocated elbow. He is not returning to this game. Unfortunate news right there. 3rd down and 5. You're going to have to make something work right here. Vanett. Are they going to give him the touchdown? Yes, they are. Touchdown, Nick Vanett. And now the extra point is going to put them up by 15. And that's exactly what it does. Seattle, good stuff by the Seahawks. Just keep your composure and keep putting points on the board. Put the pressure on Aaron Rodgers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, he is going to knee it once again. And now Green Bay, how are they going to respond? You're down 15. You got 4 minutes to work with. Of course, you have your timeouts. You have the 2-minute warning in your pocket. But how are you going to play this out? Graham and Williams are in the backfield together. And they're going to throw it to Graham right there. And I guess they're going to say it's incomplete. I mean, if he would have caught it, it would have been a gain of 1. And here's Aaron Rodgers. They're going to hand it off to Jamal Williams. He's getting some yards on this one. McDougal is going to bring him down for a gain of 11. What a run right there by Jamal Williams. On a day where nobody has been able to run the football for Green Bay. And then you lose Aaron Jones in this game. That was very huge. Rodgers. Alright, who jumped? And it's a false start on Lane Taylor. We saw Nazir Jones jump, but we were wondering what caused him to jump. Rodgers is going to go ahead and hike it. And Adams, head as he throws, and that hit came from Dante Johnson, who is trying his best just to hang in there on what has been a tough evening for him. And now Rodgers gonna hike the football again. Gonna throw a quick pass to Devontae Adams. He's brought down by Justin Coleman. And Rodgers now gets 200 yards on the day. And it's 3rd and 6. Rodgers. He's got a decision to make, and that pass is batted down by Shaquille Griffin. They haven't thrown it in his direction a whole lot today, but there you go. And Rodgers, he's going to hike it. And that one's battered away. The fullback was open in the flat, and there was a quarterback spy on Rodgers. It was a strong safety blitz, but instead of blitzing, he was actually spying Aaron Rodgers. And the pass is batted down by Barkevius Mingo. And also on the play, Brian Balaga goes down with an injury. And Mike McCarthy is livid. He does not look pleased on the sideline. And Chris Carson is in the game. They're just going to try to get 10 yards. Mike Daniels with a big tackle right there. A loss of 1 by Seattle. Russell Wilson to J.D. McKissick. He spun back inside. It gets some extra yardage. 3rd down and 5. There's a lot of different things you can do. Let's see what Seattle wants to do. And J.D. McKissic is going to get it. He spins back inside, and now Green Bay has to use the timeout. One more first down certainly puts the game away. It was a read option right there. Clay Matthews followed J.D. McKissic, but the blocking was so good on that side that they decided to just keep it. And now here's Chris Carson. He's going to get about 1 yard right there and a timeout by the Packers. And the thing is, they could add insult to injury. Even if they don't get the first down, they can kick a field goal. And that'll put them up by 18. And here's J.D. McKissic. He's going to take the run again for a gain of 1. And all of a sudden, 3rd and 8. Even if you don't convert it, like we said, you're in a good spot. You can kick the field goal. Have these guys perform some sort of miracle play. And they try to get to the outside, and Rashad Penny just gets drilled. And here we go. They're just going to let the clock run out. They'll probably take a timeout and re-kick it. But man, what a game this has been for Seattle. I mean, aside from that silly defensive touchdown that Russell Wilson basically gave Josh Jones, I mean, this was complete dominance. Holding the Packers to 3 field goals on offense. A failed 4th down conversion. And with 1 minute and 5 seconds, Pete Carroll calls the timeout. And Sebastian Janikowski gets it off, and it's good. A 42-yard field goal for Seattle in 1 minute and 1 second for Aaron Rodgers to score 18 points. Yeah, I don't see it happening. Highly unlikely. Marquez Valdes-Scantling back to receive it, and he's going to actually bring it out. Interesting. Now you're down to 59 seconds. And here we go, Rodgers. It's a 4-man rush. They're going to throw it out of bounds to Jamal Williams. He gets about 5. He looked like he slipped right there, but he caught the football for 5 yards. I mean, do what you got to do. It's a 7-man front right there. They're going to throw it to Jamal Williams again, and they're going to keep him in bounds. Smart play by the defense. And here we go. Same look. They're going to throw it to Jamal Williams again, and they keep him in bounds again. And it's Rodgers. Final play for them, and it's a completion to Jimmy Graham. And it looks like they're going to spike it. And that's exactly what Aaron Rodgers does. 2nd down and 10. I mean, you only have 11 seconds. I guess you can try to score to make the score to the game not look too bad, but I guess whatever floats your boat. And they're going to tackle him inbounds. I actually kept him up for a little bit, and they're going to run out of time. And that's exactly what happens. 34-16. Seattle is going to win this football game. No Earl Thomas, no problem. Seattle just keeps winning football games, and now Green Bay is 5-5 on the season. The difference in the game? Pressure. The difference in the game truly was pressure. Seattle got pressure in the second half. The Packers didn't sack Russell Wilson. He almost got sacked, but he broke out of it. And Russell Wilson played himself a really good football game today. Nothing to be ashamed of. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and peace.